What do you want to be when you grow up? This is such a common question. I think that a lot of people hear when they're children, and even one that I've heard in Japan, it's like, it's almost like when you're in university and you have
Yeah.
your final paper. I think in shogakko in Japan, in elementary school, grade school, that is almost like your final paper. It's a big thing. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Because you're young, you're learning about stuff, and you're going to get old soon. So kind of figure out what you want to do. So everyone, what we got today is I'm going to be quizzing Adam and figuring out of the top 5 things that kids want to be when they grow up, either from Japan or North America, and see if Adam can get the correct answers for each country. I have a list of the top 5 things, professions, careers that kids say they want to be when they grow up. And I will be giving Adam 2 at a time. I will say the top 5 example of both North American kids and Japanese kids. And he has to say which one he thinks it is. So here we go, Adam.
All
the
right.
first 2 professions that kids say they want to be. One is chef. The other one is teacher.
Okay. Maybe. Should I go with my gut? Or
You go.
not?
That's true, everyone. You know,
Yeah.
there's 2 different. There's maybe like 3 types of ways to process something in your body. One is the gut. One's your heart.
Yeah.
One's
What's
the
your
mind.
mind?
So it's up to
Okay.
you, Adam. What do you want to go? Are you going to go with that gut feeling? Was that first initial instinct that you have?
I'll try my mind first. But if
See
my
how
mind
it goes.
fails me, then I'll go with the gut. So my mind's telling me that teacher is the North American and the chef is the Japanese.
Your mind is. So what is the thought process behind that?
Just because like food is so important in Japan and delicious. Of course, it's like good here too, but I mean like the culinary arts of Japan is Japan. It's got its own category. No one goes to like a restaurant and says, I want American food. Right? It's just like, I want Japanese food. I want Mexican food. I want Italian food, Spanish food, Chinese food. Also, American food. Like, who says that? Nobody. So, I want to be a chef, Japanese. I want to be a teacher. North American.
North American.
Yes.
You are correct. That is it. Yes.
Good
The mind came through. Yes.
The
So
mind came through.
yeah, in Japan, you know, Japanese cuisine is famous around the world, just like you were mentioning. And if you think about how often we all see food in Japan on TV, when you're watching advertisements,
Yeah.
looking through the paper or something, food is everywhere. The cuisine
Yes.
is such an important part, not just to survive, but like it's a form of entertainment also.
Right. You
in
got
Japan.
the 3 things, right? It's the 3, like umami.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what. It's the 3 flavors: the salt, sweet,
Yeah.
bitter, and then umami or something like that.
Yeah.
Sansho?
Yeah.
Sansho or
Oh,
something.
okay. Well,
I
umami
don't-
could be like translated to savory, even though in the
Savory.
U.S. we do use that word commonly now.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, in the U.S., teachers, many kids inspired to be a teacher
Teachers.
because they want to become educators themselves if they had a great teacher
Right.
in their childhood growing up.
Yeah,
and
basically.
to inspire the next young group of people. Makes sense. It's good.
Makes
Very
sense.
good
Yeah.
profession. One that is very underpraised, I would say. But Adam, you got a point. Good job. Moving on to the next one. Here
All
you
right.
go. Athlete, doctor, or nurse?
Again, I'm gonna have to go with my mind on this one. Just from the years that I've been in teaching in Japan, there's a lot of children who said like, "Oh, I want to be." A lot of boys really.
Yeah.
I want to be a tennis player or a basketball player or a baseball player or a soccer player.
Okay.
So I'm leaning on that side as athlete, and
Mhm.
doctor and nurse is North America.
Sir, you are correct. Yeah. Point number 2 for you. Yeah. The mind.
Oh my.
It's doing a good job. Okay.
Yeah.
So many kids in Japan dream of becoming professional athletes. As you were mentioning, soccer players. There's plenty. The Samurai Blue has a lot of fans behind it. Tennis players. We got Nishikori. It's been killing it.
Dominating.
Dominating.
Naomi Osaka.
Naomi as well. Yeah, for the girls side of it.
For the girls side, yeah.
Baseball, there's plenty of really popular, famous professional baseball players in Japan, of course, but who also go over to the US, join the major league, and still stay very popular, not only amongst the in Japan, but also in North America. So it's amazing to see. And then, yes, in the US, doctors, nurses, the healthcare profession is highly respected in the US between a lot of, I guess, parents, when you get older. But, we can also see a lot of the news and TV shows like praising people in that field, doctors, nurses, as like heroes, especially in these past few years. They were definitely the frontline workers working all the time, being in the most dangerous area. And they were seen, and are like, heroes.
And for some reason, I feel like in North America, you kind of stick to one doctor throughout, like if you're lucky enough throughout your lifetime. So like even for me, when I was a child, I wanted to be a doctor because my doctor was nice and he would always give me lollipops and like make me feel comfortable when I went there as a child. And I wasn't afraid of him because like I seen him my whole life.
Right. Yeah. Doing good. 2 points. Let's go to our third.
Don't fail me now, Brittany.
Third career that kids say they want to do when they grow up. Actor or actress, doctor or nurse.
Okay. So but initially as soon as I heard actor or actress, I was like, that's probably North American. That's what I'm gonna go with. But since we already did doctor, on the other side, I'm gonna go with actor and actress as North American, doctor is nurses. Japanese. I couldn't get it up.
You are correct, sir. Yes, there's a third point for you. Yep. So it's kind of a giveaway. I'm sure everyone understood as well, because we just talked about becoming a doctor and nurse. And as you're mentioning, an actor and actress, like Hollywood is a huge thing. Not only is it massive in the US and North America, but all over the world. Those big blockbuster movies come from where? Hollywood. So you could definitely expect that there's a lot of kids growing up looking up to, what's, maybe just to be famous, to be popular, to have lots of money. Who's in the public eye? Actors, actresses. And the entertainment industry has a grip over the kids. Where in Japan, doctors, nurses, number 3. And again, I think just like the US, where it's something that is a good career for your whole life. Some ways that you could help people, individual people, help the community around you, And I feel like that's something that people have in Japan that's like a kind of quality to help others. So that comes in number 3. All right, dude. 3 questions, 3 points. We only got 2 more. Going on to the second one. Here it is. Scientist or teacher? Let's see if his memory serves him correct.
Oh, yeah. What? But because last time the teacher was the North American one.
We did cover teacher, but where was the teacher?
Teacher was North American last time. So this time it's Japanese.
Okay.
And scientist is North American.
All right. You are correct. Yes. Scientist. To be a scientist. That one really hit me. I was not expecting that. Neil deGrasse Tyson, maybe he's got a lot of influence. Now he's on TV.
True.
He's a really great speaker. Bill Nye, the science guy, maybe in our generation, was one that came. Beakman's World is another kind of wacky kids TV show that we had growing up. Comparing like the science that I see on TV in Japan, there's not much. Like every once in a while on a variety show, they'll have like a scientist make some like bubbles and stuff.
Bubbles,
everyone's like, but it stops at the entertainment point. And there's a few shows out there that go into depth and teach more about it. But
and it wasn't really catered to children.
You're on a roll. The brain is working, coming through.
All right.
Let's see if you can get this final point. The top number one profession that kids say they want to be when they grow up is athlete or artist.
Sports, Japan. Athlete. Is that the same as sports? Person. So, yeah. Athlete is North American. Artist is Japanese.
Ping pong, ping pong. Yes. Again, the memory serves you correct.
Yeah.
We did cover athlete. That was number 4 on the list for the things that Japanese kids say they want to be when they grow up. And I actually switched the title a little bit. I want to say artist because I didn't want it to be a dead giveaway. It actually is titled as manga artist or anime creator.
Yeah.
So
that would have given it away.
Yeah, so athlete. I was actually surprised if the list didn't specify that it was going to be like a manga artist. Yeah. I've overheard that, you know, kids want to be like, what I've heard of kids wanting to be in Japan is like athletes, like bakers.
Yeah.
Those are like the top 2.
Particiates.
Yeah.
And I thought like YouTubers or like influencers would have been on the list too.
Yeah.
So that was like an up and coming one. I guess nobody wants to do that anymore. Maybe.
I don't know. Or maybe that's just all we see on TV as like the number one thing. But in reality, if we do research, maybe it's like, oh, actually, it's a small number of kids who actually want to do that, not the majority. But there you go. Yep. North America athletes, they dream of becoming athletic stars. Now,
the next Michael Jordan.
Exactly. Yeah.
LeBron James.
All these like basketball players, famous baseball players,
right?
Football players, soccer, not so much.
Hockey players,
race car drivers,
esports.
Oh, that'd be a new one.
Yeah.
My gosh. So that is, goes over to North America. And Japan top is manga artist, anime creator. And again, that's another like form of entertainment that we see in the spotlight all the time.
Yeah.
You grow up watching anime. You grow up reading manga. Can, of course, aspire just to be like, hey, that's what I want to do. I love drawing. It's a creative outlet, which surprised me. But, you know, I thought maybe a creative thing wasn't going to be like so like good for, I don't know, like your career path. It's not like a businessman, but, you know, the plus side is that these kids are staying creative.
True. Yeah, true.
And as a kid, Adam, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I think I gave it away, but like I wanted to be a doctor for some time. And then I wasn't so good at science in like high school, last final years of high school. So then I changed it and I was like thinking about becoming a police officer. Then I came to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how old is this that you're talking about?
So the doctor was going on until like at least grade 9, grade 10.
Okay.
16, 17 years old.
Oh, right. But what about before? Yeah. I'm talking about like you're like, in elementary school.
From elementary school the whole way through.
Wow.
Kindergarten, preschool, like that was the thing that I probably wrote down somewhere.
Yeah.
On, school forms.
Yes. Yeah, because I think, North America, there's definitely a lesson plan where we had like, okay, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Draw a picture.
Write it, draw a picture. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, for me, when I was a kid, I wanted to be Indiana Jones.
Straight up. Straight up.
My God, temples, maybe not of doom, lesser doom, because I didn't want to be in such harm's way, but maybe, I mean, it could be connected with like being an actor, possibly, but just the look of like adventure, travel, seeing things, discovering things, and then that could be like on the side of scientist, possibly, depending on what field you go into.
Yeah.
I mean, he was also a teacher, right? Indy Jones. But that was definitely like my number one thing. I remember as a kid, not only like writing down like, what do you want to be? I want to be like Indiana Jones. I would pretend Indiana Jones. Like I had like a little satchel I had like on me, a hat. I would like run around my backyard like
with a whip,
tumble and run. Yeah, with some sort of rope.
With a rope.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to be. And that's like that's the child's innocent heart, mind, being like, yeah, what did you want to be when you grow up? Not letting go of that innocence that as we get older, we see what the real world is like, and we understand that maybe that's not exactly how we can do things and is possible or not. But with the world changing as much as it is, like what was seen as a normal, safe career has changed dramatically since
Totally.
our parents, grew up, and what was the normal like route to success. Go to school, get an education,
Get a job.
Get a job,
Get money.
get a good job, then it means you get money. You get money, that means happy. Is that the right way?
Not anymore. Not in 2023.
Let us know in the comments, everyone. What did you want to be when you grew up? And are you still trying to work on that little by little to become that thing? Subscribe to the channel for more talks, and like this video.
Yeah, but that's it. We'll see you
on the next
step.